Welcome back to another episode of Freedom Podcast. And as you can hear from all the sounds around us,
Yes.
we are doing this thing live at PHCC San Diego. Beautiful San Diego.
There's a lot of people out here. It's good to feel the vibe. A lot of young people I noticed too, Justin, that are, what's going on in the plumbing field, learning about some training, different products that are out here.
Yeah. So today we're going to be hanging out with Jeff a little bit. Jeff's going to tell us a little about his story and his journey. And we're in this one-day expo at PHCC, and they got some cool stuff. Have you seen the escape room they have built over there yet?
Yes.
That's pretty neat. So we've got an escape room where they have to follow code and get out of. I got to only see it for a minute. I'm going to go there and check it out.
I'm not trying it. I've been locked in an escape room waiting for a young person to come figure it out.
Very cool. So, Jeff, tell us a little bit about your story and your journey in the trades.
So I've always used my hands, liked building things, done maintenance, worked for a termite company as a repair tech for a long time, moved into sales, did termite inspections. 9/11 hit, had two young boys, decided I wanted to work for myself to control my time a lot more, and it did. Allowed me to do baseball and soccer and Boy Scouts and all that. But at some point, I started off doing repair work and then termites, and I got frustrated. Could never find anybody that's had a good attitude wanting to work, or good work ethics, or, the list is long. Anyways, decided to start a podcast, the Trades Podcast, promoting the trades to young adults. I mean, this whole nation is under a shortage.
Man, are we.
And actually, all the developed nations really have the same problem. So we're doing our little part to highlight different types of businesses, what they can do for a career path. We talk about culture,
Well, and so many of the young people now, I feel like, and maybe this is just me, but I think schools are shifting a little bit away from so much of that next formal education and thinking more about military and trades as an option. I think for a lot of years what happened was that was just kind of like you didn't have a plan, go do these things. And I think now people are starting to see that is a valid option for a career path.
Absolutely.
10 years ago, that wasn't the thing.
Yeah, in the early 2000s, technology was coming out.
Right.
A lot of effort went into that. There's been a stigma about the trades. I'd rather have my son or daughter go to college and make something of themselves,
right,
and get a degree in pottery or something,
right,
whatever it is.
150 grand in debt.
Yeah.
For a job.
Huge debt.
They're not going to have a job coming out.
And just not happy with their life. But I think that's more important is, if you're going to put some effort into learning how to do something and, you're going to do it for your life, make it something you enjoy, not just a paycheck.
Yep.
I think that's probably one of the most important things if I were to ever be able to give somebody advice. Really find something in your passion and go that direction. Find a way to make a living doing that.
Yeah.
You've got to find some balance.
Trade, there's a lot of financial freedom in this industry, right? When you mentioned it before, like you went on your own because you wanted some more time freedom to be able to support your family and to be able to be the baseball coach and the Boy Scouts and all those things. And the trades can give you that, sure.
They do. Yeah, well, I had a lot of that as a termite inspector, too. I controlled my own schedule. But, there's probably been, I don't know, we're at 180-something episodes show posted right now, and I've gotten a theme from almost every owner that they will not say on camera that they are financially better off as a business owner than most of their friends that have gone the college route. So,
wonder why that is.
Working for somebody has its limitations.
Sure it does.
And that's a great way to start your career.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that do it for their whole career and are very happy with that. They find success in other things in life. Family, my 8-10 hours a week or day, and then go home and, their time with their family, their hobbies, whatever their passion really is.
I wonder, being from the trades, I think sometimes owners are nervous about talking about success because they're almost nervous for their team to hear about the success.
Yes.
Oh well, they're gonna now leave and quit.
Yeah, there's always this. Your company gets a $10,000 job.
Right.
The couple guys work on it for a few days. They know about how much material is.
Yep.
They think all the rest of the money goes in the owner's pocket.
Right.
Not always the case. Sometimes he had to pull some out to finish the job. They don't really see that. But one of the things I really like to talk with business owners about is, what are you doing to enhance the lives of the people that are in your company?
Yep.
How are you building a culture that's inclusive, makes people want to stay working there? Have you created a career path, a career ladder, whatever you want to call it?
Right.
Some way of showing a guy that's coming in, I think I want to be a plumber. Where am I going to be in 10 years?
Well, because otherwise it's just a job. And the truth is, nobody wants a job.
No, well,
Nobody wants a job, but a career and a path in order to grow, that people can get behind. That people get excited about it.
100%. But as an owner, if you take the time, and it is work, to lay it out, once you learn this, get a raise. Once you learn that, you get a raise. You get to this point, we need to start working on a different aspect of education for you so you can be a good manager, a supervisor. So
yeah, you definitely, so it's a very good point. You have to be intentional, and you have to show them what the path to success looks like. Because if not, it's just a job.
Somebody else will.
Right, exactly.
If you don't do it as a business owner,
right.
Yeah. What's the old saying, Justin? I'd rather teach somebody how to do something well and have them leave than not teach them and stay.
So I've heard that several times, and I think it's funny because my wife is a virtual CFO, and I've always heard the story is the CEO says we have to train them, and the CFO says, what if we train them and they leave? Great. You as a leader should train your people to be able to leave your business and be more successful than when they started. And I think if you create that kind of culture, great things happen. I know for us in the town we live in, there's 7, 8, 9 companies that run around that are people that work for me. I love that. I think it's amazing to be able to talk to these guys, and because when they leave, you tell them, listen, best of luck. There's a lot of challenges to it, but whatever you need, I can help you.
Yeah.
But as long as we leave on good terms, I help you all I can. And it's always interesting to talk to those owners, 4 or 5 years down the road, when they get that newness that wears off, and they're like, this is a lot more difficult.
The education of hard knocks that they weren't
they're like,
really aware of.
That $10,000 job, I thought you made $20,000. You don't even make $1,000. Gotcha, right?
Yeah, that happens. But at the same time, you get into why we're here.
Right.
Why we are on this earth. If you can do something that helps somebody grow, pull them up through education, good culture in your company, make their family happy, you've done some good in your life. You've helped out other people, and I think that's part of it.
Yeah. So now you had a pest control company, or maybe you still have a pest control company here in the San Diego area?
I work part-time for a pest control company here. I'm the licensee.
Okay. Here, but now you've moved to the great state of Tennessee, right?
Absolutely. It's beautiful back there.
Well, right now it's snowing.
Yeah, I didn't say the weather was beautiful. I think that's part of what makes it beautiful. It gets a lot of water, rain, snow, keeps everything green. The lake's full.
So how Tennessee from San Diego, how did that happen?
Well, to be honest with you, I was traveling with the wife to North Carolina. She's got relatives back there. And when we first started looking around, we're planning years ago what we want to do, there was little kids. I didn't want to be a babysitter. Let's move 3 or 4, 5 hours away on the other side of the mountain. The weather's not as bad. They're not going to drive to our house for babysitting, but it's close enough we can be there for lunch if we need to.
Very cool. So just stumbled upon it and went,
Yeah. Right
Eastern
now,
Tennessee's beautiful.
right now I'm 15 minutes from the boat
Yeah.
launch at the lake.
Very cool.
Small
So
town attitude.
semi-retired,
Yeah.
because podcasting is not, I know a lot of people are like, you do podcast, that's not a job. I'm like, you have no idea how much work podcasting is. So it's always fun to hang out with a fellow podcast junkie.
It's fun. You definitely get to meet a lot of people. I'm so grateful I partnered up with Danny. He's a year younger than both my sons, but he's got the IT skills, the talking skills. He's a DJ.
Yeah.
So we make a really good team. We're having fun.
So when you, what was the purpose when you started the podcast? What was the goal?
Well, when I first started it, I was still working. I had a home improvement company, a bunch of carpenters. Couldn't find anybody, and so I came up, well, I'll start a podcast and maybe I can recruit some people, a different recruiting avenue. But by the time I got it started, I finished the sale up. But
Okay. Cool.
yeah, so
Well, good. Well, it has been awesome to get a chance to meet you here. We're having so much fun. I'm going to go check out the, whatever the thing is, the escape
room.
The escape technical room.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could get out
Yeah.
of it.
And I understand here in a short time, is it your wife speaking?
At 2 o'clock, yep.
2 o'clock?
She's speaking at 2 o'clock.
What's she speaking about?
How to make more money. How to keep the money in
Keep the money sometimes is the best part. Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Justin,
Jeff.
been a pleasure.
Good, man. Good to meet you. So if you guys aren't here next year, definitely be here. Check out PHCC San Diego live. The weather has been absolutely, it couldn't have been any better, I don't believe.
Yeah, Justin drove down here from Idaho. It's snowing right now. No, Florida.
Good deal. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.